What is OneNote? OneNote is an app, part of Microsoft 365, where you will have everything, or can have everything, in one place. All your notes, all your ideas, all types of information, perfectly organized in one single place. To make it accessible for you anytime, anywhere, given that you save it in the cloud, of course, it goes without saying. You do get OneNote in Microsoft Windows that is pre-installed, part of your computer if you have a Windows computer, and it is for free. Of course, as you know, whatever is for free is just free up to a certain point. So obviously, the OneNote that comes with your 365 package that you pay for will be far more accessible regarding all sorts of options, tips and tricks, and so on. So you can use the OneNote, Microsoft Windows one. If you don't, I strongly advise you to uninstall that one. Check with your IT first. But yeah, the paid one is the one that we're going to have a look at. As with all the Microsoft 365 apps, they're all available online. So if you can recall, we looked at Microsoft Forms on Wednesday, and that was online only. Microsoft Calendar was also, or Bookings it's called, that's also only online. Microsoft Word yesterday and Microsoft Excel and today's OneNote. They're all available on desktop versions that we mainly work with, but they're also available online. And I will also show you, there's not much of a difference in OneNote and OneNote online, but there will always be a difference. There will definitely be, because it's the operating system that they use, the method of coding and designing the program. That's definitely two different platforms. That's why the functionality, what you can do with it, how you can work with it is the same, but the look and the feel of it is different. And also important, there will be some functionality on the desktop version and not on the online version. We've seen that yesterday when I showed you in Excel the date picker. The date picker is at this point in time only available online, but I can assure you it's coming very soon because it's a lovely new feature. Right, so why OneNote? As I've mentioned, it will capture your and organize all your thoughts and all your ideas. You know what it was like? I don't know, you might still use that. Are these sticky notes that you put all over the show, mainly yellow, but later on we had some other colors as well. All of that, you do not have to do that anymore. There are like little other apps. I know Sticky Notes is one of them, that is very similar, but this can do much more. So instead of having sticky notes all over the show, post-its, I think it's what we called it. Oh, used it so long time ago. You can put everything on a digital notebook, all with different little notes and stuff. You can take notes, you can organize, you can share everything that you have put on your notes, OneNote. You can draw in it, especially if you have a tablet or your mobile phone, that works much better. So you can use a stylus or an Apple Pen or anything to that effect. You can have your to-do list there. You can do research, keep record of research. You can record audio like in Microsoft Word. You can record what you say and it will transcribe it for you. You can plan there. You can put links in. You can do sketches, the drawing. You can have different reminders there and ideas. You can go to town. It's like making notes everywhere. I used to love, and I actually still use it as well, still, is the Apple Notes, because I use a MacBook and I have an iPhone. So the notes in on Apple, if you're familiar with that, this is very, very similar, very, very similar. But OneNote still wins. It actually still wins regarding all the different things that you can do in OneNote. You know, when you have a book, literally a book that you read, or a book, fiction or non-fiction, doesn't matter. A book has chapters, you know that. Every single chapter has a couple of pages. OneNote is the notebook. I relate to the book. Sections is chapters, and pages are also pages, like in a book. And that's the structure of OneNote. So it's the notebook with different sections, with different pages, like a book with chapters and different pages. You won't get confused, because you'll see in the layout, it's very, very clear on where is what. Cool. I think, okay, before I go there, actually, let me mention this, because I've already mentioned it. Many of the AI built in is the immersive reader, exactly as in Microsoft Word. So I'm just going to show you where it is. I've touched on it already. Then there's also dictation, speech to text, which we've done yesterday. So it's voice control. And in Microsoft OneNote, but it's also in Word and so on. We didn't mention that. It can be translated, whatever you've done, into 60 different languages. 60 different languages. Right, before I show you some examples, I would like to head straight over to OneNote. It's already open, and I have one example for you. I mentioned that briefly yesterday. You can have a notebook about recipes. I started with this because we can all relate to it, I'm pretty sure. Recipes is the word recipes. That's my notebook, my book. Then I have different chapters in this book. I have different sections in OneNote. One is breakfast, where I can list all my breakfast recipes. One is lunch. Another section is dinner, snacks, and drinks. And as you can see on the right-hand side, regarding breakfast, I have classic avo toast with the ingredients. Let me just make that a little bit bigger, maybe too small for you to see. Let's just go there. There you go. So I have my my ingredients. I asked ChatGPT for some recipes because I am not a kitchen girl. You need 2 slices of bread, 1 avo. I mean, this is very basic. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do this. And I can also put in the method. So this is my recipe. Yogurt. This is not OneNote's a template or anything. OneNote yogurt parfait. There are the ingredients, and there's the method. When you go to lunch, I only have 1 grilled salmon. Dinner, I only have chicken Caesar salad. Snacks, I have 2 energy bars, and then hummus. Hummus. I asked ChatGPT how to pronounce it properly, because I always struggle with that. And they said, and I prefer this one.
I think it's hummus.
Oh, okay. That's what ChatGPT says. I've heard so many different pronunciations of that. So my tongue in the cheek. Drinks, I have a classic cappuccino recipe, and I have a smoothie recipe. So that's what the notebook, OneNote, can do for you. I also have another notebook, business. In here, I have my different usernames and passwords. So usernames and passwords is the section, and then the pages, 1 page for LinkedIn with my login name and my password, 1 for Facebook, 1 for Instagram, and another page for Microsoft. That's the section, usernames and passwords, in my business book. So it's also, I can also compare it to a file. You know, a file where you literally, the old file, the clip files, take it off the shelf, open it. There's different sections, and each section has a couple of pages in it. It's exactly the same. So I have 1 file on the shelf all my business stuff is in there. One section, all my passwords. Different pages. Each page has a password and login details on. Then I have a particular course as another section that I'm presenting. And this is module 1 and all the data that goes with that. Module 2 and module 3. How to get seen, how to get clients, and how to get going. How do I add another section? I want to add another section in my already existing business notebook, and then I'll show you how to create a new notebook. As I said, you won't get confused because the new section underneath business, I can just click and I can call this section. It already jumps to the page, but I first want to rename the section so that it makes sense. Click on it, click again, or you can right click and then rename. And I'm going to rename this to the AI Vodacom masterclasses, the ones that we are busy with. Go, press enter. So now in my business notebook, I have 3 sections: usernames, the training, and this project. So what can the first page be about? The first page can typically be one of the 21 masterclasses. So in the end, I will have 21 pages with the 21 masterclasses, and on each page, I can make different notes, insert what I want, and I'll show you that. So the first one was Microsoft Forms. Then I'm going to add another page. Then it was Microsoft Bookings. Then it was Microsoft Word. Oops, not a typing course. Then it was Microsoft Excel. And today it's Microsoft OneNote. So everything that I think of, maybe I'm in a restaurant with friends and I see something and I think I have to mention this to the people when I do training, to the audience, when I do training in OneNote. So what I then do is I get my cell phone under the table, make a quick note, see how it is. It's literally that sticky note. Make a quick note because OneNote is saved, but you can choose. But OneNote is saved in my OneDrive, my Microsoft OneDrive. OneNote is on my cell phone and it syncs automatically. So I can make a note wherever I go. So what will be a typical note that I want to make? I click in that space, and I'm just going to make a note for myself. As you can see, it's a small little sticky note. If time allows, show AI Studio, which we will probably do today, Studio in Google. Oh, this is so small. Let me just go increase the, there you go. So there's OneNote. OneNote in OneNote. On my page, Microsoft OneNote. Please don't get confused. In my section, AI Masterclasses of Vodacom. So let me just click anywhere on this page, OneNote. Click there, and I start typing, and it makes me a note there as well. Provides me a note, just like that. I can move it around. So on this page, it's like a whiteboard or a board on your, what do we used to call it? A clipboard. Big clipboard on my wall, and I can just do sticky notes all over the show. But it's not only text that I can stick on this note. Or on this page, I can go and insert so many things. So many things. I can transcribe, I can record a video, which I'm not going to do because then it's going to show you my whole place here, and I prefer not to do that. But you can record a video. The moment you click on record, it will activate your camera, it will start recording, and it will stick, that's the better word. It will stick the note just there. or wherever you want to have it. So let's go and insert a picture related to OneNote that I want to refer to in training session in the masterclass, or that I want to just show people, or a picture maybe to remind me to do something when I'm in the masterclass or presenting the masterclass. So let's go for pictures. I can do it from file. I can do it from my camera. I can do it from my mobile device when it's linked, but I'm just going to do it from online. Actually, let me rather go to a recipe. Let me go to a recipe and let me go to drinks and let's go to smoothies. Maybe we'll find a more related picture there. So I go to my insert tab on this page, smoothie page, and I insert from online. Hope it's not going to take too long. There you go. And let's type smoothie, but I don't think it will no, it's busy. It's, oh my word. Can you, oh, this looks lovely. So it's a banana smoothie, I think. Doesn't matter for now. Let's just choose that one, insert it, and there I have a related picture. Come on, guys, play along. Why is it taking so long? Okay, if it's taking too long, come on. I did choose one, didn't I? Let me try again. Actually, you shouldn't do that because then it mixes up the, okay. I think you get the idea. Maybe it's behind me already. No, it's not there. But I promise you, the picture will just show there and you can move it around wherever you want it. I can also, and I like this. Let's go back to my Vodacom Masterclass section and let's go to the Microsoft Excel page. I want to insert yesterday's, oh, wait, sorry, let me show you. Pardon me. The difference between a file printout insert and a file attachment. Let me show you the difference. So on the file printout, it will take me to my file explorer. I can go there and I can go to Excel and I can insert the presentation. And what happens is it will, just taking it from OneDrive. Just a second. Oh my word, the internet must not let me down today. Oh, there you go. There you go. And there it is. Because my choice was file printout that I want to insert. It puts my whole presentation here. Let's jump to the actual stuff. My whole presentation is here. So it's sort of a note to myself that when I want to talk about, I must remember to emphasize the fact that it's 1 hour. Or I must, oh, Elmarie, there it's happening the same as you mentioned. Interesting. I must remember to tell people about the pivot tables. That is important. So what I can do, I can go to draw. Sorry, that's the other tab. And I can grab one of these highlighters or pens or pencils, exactly the same option in PowerPoint, exactly the same option in Microsoft Word. So if you've worked with that before, this is exactly it. So let's go for the highlighter and let me highlight that. Not a good color, but you get the idea. Or let me go grab the pencil and even pencil that. So I'm not scribbling on my presentation. I'm scribbling in my notes where my presentation is now as an extra. So it won't touch my presentation. Don't worry about that. But I'm making notes for myself. So what is the difference between inserting your file printout and inserting an attachment, and I'm pretty sure you know what's coming. So if you don't mind, let me just choose bookings, but I'm going to insert Excel again. File attachment, choose the same presentation, but it still gives you an option. Do you want to have it as an attached file or as a insert a printout? This time I'm going to choose attached file, and there it is. Let's say you are busy preparing for a meeting. So you can come to OneNote, you can add a section under your business in OneNote, meeting with Vodacom. Then you can have different pages, or you can just have one page, or you can have a section meetings under business, and then a page Vodacom meeting 11th of April, or another, so you can have all your meetings in different dates format. Honestly, guys, how you organize this will be very similar to the filing and organizing system that you already have, or it can be totally different. So you decide how you want to do this. Preparing for the meeting, I have the agenda, or I have the documents that we're going to talk about, or maybe my report that I want to present, or a report that I got from somewhere. So when you get your invitation via email and you get, let's say, the agenda points, and it's in a, let's say, a Word format. There are different ways nowadays that we do that, but let's say it's in a Word format. You can come to your OneNote, add that date of the meeting already there, take all the different shapes and sizes, documents, handouts, anything that you will need for that meeting. Come and uh, pin it here. When you are ready to attend the meeting, you just go to OneNote. You don't have to go, oh, where did I file this? Where did I put this? Where is my presentation? It can all be here as notes ready for you just to open in the while you're in the meeting. You can just open it one at a time and it will show up on your screen. Lovely way to gather stuff. What else can we do? We can go and so that's the difference between a file attachment, a printout, inserting it, and the file attachment. We can even do, I'm just going to use these pages, guys. It's not going to be that related always. I can also insert a spreadsheet. I can insert a existing spreadsheet. So let's do that. I'm going to choose yesterday's spreadsheet in my presentation. I insert it. Once again, it asks you, do you want to insert the spreadsheet or attach it as a file? And you'll notice these three are all together. So they will ask you different options when you choose one of them, but it will actually give you all the same options, apart from the very first one. So I'm going to insert the spreadsheet as such. And it's busy, busy, busy. Downloading it actually. And there it is. There it is. Why is it not showing? Oh, there you go. Because I started off with some screenshots. There is the analyzed data. Those of you who attended yesterday, there is the analyzed data. And I would like to make myself a note or emphasize something here, or put in a shape. It's not a lot of shapes as you have in Word and especially in PowerPoint, but I want to add a shape saying I have to make sure that I use that as an example. And of course, you can change the colors and so on. So on the Draw tab, there's an option for inserting a couple of shapes, just to make a note on that. You can also insert a ruler and so on, but I'm not going to show you that today. There are different ones. As we said, this is just a demonstration. So let's go to forms this time. I want to show you if you format your background. So I'm back on drawing tab and format. So you can have a grid instead of a blank white piece of paper. Or you can have college rule, you know, those college books, school books, we call it, a standard ruled, So let's just do that. And there you have lines in which you can, but it's still going to do the sticky notes. But people just prefer the lines. You can't get, oh, you can't get away from that. I just thought because you have the lines, it might be. So you can even change how your format looks like if you don't want a white format that is available by default. So those are the shapes. I'm not going to touch the mathematical stuff. Here are all the different ways that you can draw. Let's go back to insert and let's go to a blank. Oh my goodness. We don't have a blank one. Okay, let's just add a new page because we're just playing around. Microsoft, what is left? PowerPoint. PowerPoint. I want to make a couple of notes on PowerPoint. I showed you yesterday how to insert a table in Word. It's exactly this. It was very briefly shown. I can show it works exactly the same way in OneNote. You can add a table with a couple of rows and a couple of columns. It will once again put it on a sticky note, and you can just type whatever you want in a table instead of doing plain text. And as you can see, as in all the other apps, you immediately get I want to say something else, I must not forget. You immediately have access to different things that you can do within your table. And that's just how this works. I showed you yesterday as well. When you click outside, that is not available. But if you click again, that menu or tab is available with the ribbon with all sorts of things. But we're not on about tables today. So what else can we insert? Let's see. So we've inserted that. We can also insert a space. And the space will just be, so let me just go click outside and insert a picture. I'm just going to insert a picture from file. I have a picture or two here, which is actually a bit more related to the recipes. There you go. And there that is, and I can move it around. And that's the beauty of OneNote. It's literally a piece of paper or a board on your wall where you can put sticky notes, whichever it is, text, pictures, videos. I'll show you that as well. And if you don't want the picture there anymore, you can put it there. I love to watch crime channels. Love it. And those guys, what are they called? The police, but there's another word that just slipped my mind now. Investigators. They have these boards, but of course it's old school. And well, it works for them. They have this board with all the different pictures of all the different suspects, and they move them around. And okay, this one is not a suspect anymore. They pin it off. This is exactly the same. Exactly the same, but you have it digitally, so it's not lying around, and you can even have different boards, and each board has its own page. So this is quite a organized system that you have here. What else can I insert? Oh, I absolutely love this one. You can do screen clipping. People always ask me, how do I do a screenshot? Now, a screenshot and screen clipping is exactly the same. So I would like to, let's add another page. I don't want to mess around too much there. What is left? What is left? OneDrive. Microsoft OneDrive is another page within my section AI Vodacom Masterclasses within my OneNote, my book business. Cool. So let's go for screen clipping. So before I do that, I just want to open. Yes, this is what I want to show you. Or that's okay to show you that. I have, I want a screenshot, screen clipping of a website or of a picture or of a certain something that I just want to have a fraction of it viewed. It's like me doing screenshots all day long. I do screenshots. I think that's the thing I do most of anything in life that I do. I cannot tell you. I am absolutely besotted with screenshots. Example quick. If I create a new email address for a client, I do the first screen. This is what I've done. This is what I've done. That is what I've done. So I have different screenshots for that. Many of those are just proof of what I have done, even if it's for myself. Even if it's for myself. In case I make a mistake or something change later, I can refer back to it. When I buy something online, I make a screenshot. Even though I get a confirmation via email, even though I get an invoice via email, when I do something, I do screenshots. My new MacBook does not have that feature, but my old MacBook had a strip right on all my other MacBook that I actually work on because I cannot go away from that. And has a strip right on top with a button I press. I don't have to do anything and it makes a screenshot. My new MacBook does not have that. And that's the reason why I am not using it so much because I cannot go without screenshots. But let me show you how you can do that. Anywhere on your page when you want to insert a screenshot or screen clipping, you go screen clipping. What it does, it goes to one of the apps that's already open, and it will most probably be a website. So I'm going to do a screenshot so I just drag it around exactly so I'm selecting this or I'm selecting that, whatever it is, I'm selecting it. Once I let go, that screenshot is immediately in OneNote. And I don't have to, what I have to do when I do that, all my screenshots get saved into my download. In my downloads folder, there's a folder screenshots. So they all get saved there. And then I have to take it from there to where I want it. But with the screen clipping, I can do it straight into OneNote. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember now, but we'll deal with that when we get there. Elmarie, you're welcome to share that link in the note. Guys, there's a Microsoft OneNote Quick Start Guide that you can go and download for free. It is compliments to Microsoft that will show you the different layouts of a layout of the OneNote screen with all the different toolbars, sections, and so on, all on one place. So you can go and download that. Elmarie will give you the link how to get there into our online store. It's a free download and you can go have a look. There's some other downloads as well. Actually, if you're not sure whether you want to attend the Canva, for example, a training session or masterclass, we have a little blurb there for you on what it's about. But if you go to this exact link, there is also a fact sheet about Canva, a little bit more about Canva. It's actually still updated with last night's new launch and new features and mind-boggling stuff that they announced. I absolutely, yeah, let me leave that for Canva session. I am so psyched up about that. This was screen clipping that you can insert. You can also insert, so let me just hit back here. I have a lot of space on this board of mine, on this page. They should actually have called it boards. I'm telling you, that would have been more logical, but it's pages. Maybe another app is calling it boards and they can't do exactly the same. That's just the way they work. An online video that I can insert here on my notes, ready for me to use. I don't have to go fiddle around, go look where it is, where did I save it, on which website is it, where is it bookmark. If you're like me, I use 6 different browsers. I use Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Apple Safari. I use Opera, use Brave, and then I use Firefox as well. Why? Well, just because I use different browsers for different clients. One reason. Second reason, if someone wants me to train them or show them around or do something and they work in Firefox, I need to know Firefox. Otherwise, it will what? Look so familiar to me. Of course, there are other browsers, but I can't get to them all. I'm sorry. So you can, yeah, I don't know what I wanted to say now. But in any case, let's go to the browser. Sorry about that, guys. So what I can do, I can use exactly the same. What did I want to say? I can use exactly the same that I've used for the screenshot. So I just go and grab this. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. Let's go to YouTube. That will get me in a lot of trouble because the link says an online video. I made the same mistake, nearly the same mistake. So let's go to YouTube and let's just go and grab any. Oh, oh, I'm a word. What is this now? Sorry. Get the sound. Get the sound sorted out. Sorry about that. Oh, these videos. Why am I on such a terrible site here? Why is that? Okay. I should have chosen one. So let's search. Oh, this is better. This is much better. So let's just choose this guy, or seeing that we're on recipes, let's use Gordon Ramsay. So I just go, I can open it, or I can just click on the three dots and I can click on share and I can copy the link, hit back to my OneNote. Oh, I know why I have this terrible option, these terrible options now. Go back to OneNote, go back to that particular page, go and insert an online video. So let's just rather click, yeah, we can move it around. This is most now the beauty of OneNote. Click on online video, paste the shared link that I've just copied. Okay, it's taking a little while, and there it is. You can only go and research this or find this once, put it in OneNote, and it's there wherever you need it, which actually gives me a pretty good idea for myself. Things that I want to share that I don't have to go and look for. Because you can't always, you can't save a link in File Explorer. You can't do that as far as I know. So a good idea is to come and paste the link here or insert the link here rather. Right, so whenever I need to show this video, I can just go and click on show or play, and it should start playing. It must start playing. There you go, and I can go straight to YouTube and it will open it in YouTube. So that's just a little note for myself, a link that I can refer to. Yeah, and there it is. So let's go back to OneNote. Let's go back to OneNote. What else can I do? What else can I insert? So guys, ladies and gentlemen, you can do two main things with Microsoft OneNote. The basics are two main things. First of all, organize it, get your structure. What is going to be your book, your OneNote? What is going to be all your different sections? And you can add as you go along. And on each section, what is going to be all your different pages? That's one thing that I showed you. And I'll show you a couple of other examples to get your ideas running of what you can do with this. But I'm more than sure you already have a couple of ideas up your sleeve by now. By the ones I showed you, you can relate to some others that you want to do this with. Then, once your structure is built or at least activated, then you can play around in all the different things. I would say work on the insert tab all the time, and maybe the draw also a couple of times. And here's the review, you know the drill, spell checking and all of that. Different ways in which you can view. You can zoom in, which is a good idea because this is way too small for me, and I'm pretty sure you can't see either. So you can zoom in, you can switch to a dark background. I don't want to do that now because it takes a while and it might even close Microsoft OneNote. You can get ruler lines, but you can get it on the other page as well. If you don't like white, you can go for a more pinkish color or orangey, it looks like to me. You have your immersive reader here where it can read your text for you, as we had exactly the same like yesterday. And then you can have your tabs. I don't like it, but it's not my preference, but I'll show you. Instead of having tabs sections vertically, how is it now? It's vertically. You can have it horizontally. So let me show you the difference. Here it is on the side. When I change it to horizontal, it's going to show all my, maybe you like this. This looks pretty much like a file that we had. Open the file and you have all these different sections. This might work for you. So this is your section, and oh, this is your note. Sorry, I was just for a moment there confused. This is your OneNote business. Within it, you have these three sections. And in the section, actually, I might like this a little bit more. Yeah, I might do like that more. But you still have it over here and you have it here as well. That's maybe a pretty good idea. Click on the plus and you have another section. So let's go to recipes. Click on the plus and you can have another, what is there? Maybe a morning, early morning, a wake up recipes. Let's do that. Wake up. There are so many YouTubes. You have to drink this first thing, even before you open your eyes. You have to drink this. So we can go and add, well, we can go and add all those recipes, YouTubies on insert online video in here. And let's say the first one is a booster smoothie. Here you go. And I can insert the ingredients here and I can insert the method here. But just in case I get lost, I can also insert that online video that showed me what to drink first thing before you even open your eyes. So I have another section, wake up recipes, and I have already have a booster smoothie. It's something with ginger and turmeric and I don't know what else. Guys, go try it out. It's disgusting. First thing in the morning. Then you can also insert links. Just going to show you that, and then I'm going to head over to some more examples in my presentation before my time runs out. I don't want that to happen. So what is a link? As you know, a link will take you somewhere. So you can now you can go for this page, right click. So I use this page as a screen grabber. What was the word? Yeah, screen clip. There are many different words for this. Let's, for example, say, let's go back to OneNote. Let's go back to OneNote. So I'm just going to say over here, download, oops, download, no. Download, yeah, there you go. Download the screen layout here. So in case I forget, in case I do not have my browser open with the link there as I have, in case I forget to show you this, I just make myself a note on OneNote within my section on this particular page. What I do is I just select that. You know the drill most probably. I insert a link. I've already pasted that. I've copied that. I can right click here and look at this. It can even show you exactly where you want to do that, but that's not for now. I'll come back for a second round on that. We know where we want it. We've selected the text on that sticky note exactly where we want the link. So we click on OK. And whenever I go, of course, I get a little hyperlink hand. Click, and it will take me straight to that page. This saves you a lot of on the spot thinking, on the spot doing. You're late for a meeting, but thank goodness when you received the invitation, you already went to OneNote and put everything you need to say, to do, to look at, to show them, to talk about, all in on this one page, all on the sticky notes, and you can just open it on the fly as you need it. Pretty good idea to prepare for something. Also, there are so many ideas. Okay, before I touch on some of the others, only a little bit of them, the page templates. Guys, this is not a big app. It's not a huge one with many, like, I mean, Excel. This is a tiny piece of the Excel mountain, but at least it's for notes only. So that's why it doesn't cater for so many other things. Let me just head back to my presentation. And I just want to show you some other examples. Let's start with some personal ones. There are so many. You can have a notebook for your daily journaling. You can create a new page for each of the day, for each and every day. Write down your thoughts, experiences, memories. You can have project planning for your own little project, of course, also in business. You can use that for learning all the different places that you have to learn. I usually use this when I'm coach people and help them a little bit with finding some direction in their career or what they want to do, especially entrepreneurs. So we make different pages or sections for different things that I want them to go and explore. And lately it's just AI. They have to do this AI, and then they will be actually quite fine. All right. Travel planning. You can have a section on traveling. You can have a notebook on traveling. So you can have a section with the date. Because let's say you go and travel somewhere every single year or twice a year. So you can add my winter trip. So many people in South Africa go overseas because it's too cold in winter time, according to them. And then on your pages for that particular trip, you can have all the different countries or cities that you want to visit with all the different sticky notes. Maybe you want to go to the UK and they have a lovely YouTube video on exactly what you need to take with and what you need to get to enter the country. How to pack. There are so many things. Maybe you find an article on internet, so just dot it down there, pin it. Hobby organizer, content creator, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing that you can, everything that you post, keep track of that. That's a good idea because you might post something that you've already posted like 2-3 months ago. So go and use Microsoft OneNote to dot down all that. Client management, as I said, I don't know if I show you that. Project management is another one. All your research, you can insert all your screenshot, make notes of different sections, different topics, learning new software, all your training materials, all the different modules. So you can have a course as a section, training as a notebook, courses as a section, and all your different, or the course name is the section, pardon me, and all your different modules you can have as different pages. To-do lists, you can absolutely go to town with this. This is the recipes I showed you. This is an example of your Europe trip that you're going to go to on in December 2025. Planning, Italy, Germany are all the sections. And on the planning, your packing checklist, your currency guides, your travel insurance options, those are all pages. Siena, Lucca are all pages, different cities that you're going to visit. Don't forget to go there. Maybe these are options for where we can stay. So you're at a braai and you mention that you're going to go to Europe in December, and a friend says, "Oh, are you going to Italy?" Yes, we're going to Italy. Are you going to Lucca? Yes. You have to go and stay in this one place. So where can I make this note? What I usually do is I put it on my own sender, own WhatsApp to myself, and then I have to look through all my WhatsApps, of course, but at least it's there. You can grab your phone and just say, just wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me just make a note. In my OneNote, I already have the structure. I go to Luca and I just dot down, that's where we have to stay. When I get home, I can go and Google it, and I know exactly where to find it because I will not remember that. But that's an age thing. So let's not go there. Tomorrow is the breaking point for me for a new chapter in my life. And but let's concentrate on OneNote because I don't want to go to that little bit of stress in my life at the moment, getting older. Learning and researching, I already mentioned that. Reference material, quizzes, multimedia are all different sections, and all of these can be the different pages. We share the presentation with you if you want to have a look at this some more. Here are some screenshots that things that I might not have mentioned, and that reminds me before we go, I have to show you tagging. Tagging will help you tremendously because then you can sort if you use the tagging. Okay, so let me just go to tagging on the home page. Here they are. A whole section about tagging. Let's say we go to micro. No, I don't want to do that one. Let's take this. Let's take this. This is this important? I'm mentioning this, I'm tagging this as important. It gives me a little star. So whenever I need to find all the important stuff that I need to talk on, or maybe just go and check while I'm doing the training, then I touch on all the important stuff. I open my OneNote and I just go and search, and I'll do that with you in a moment. So let's go and mark this as well. This presentation, oops, I can't do that. Mark that as an important, show this. Let me just, and then I'll know it's related to that. You can even, let's just do a new page. MS is okay for now. You can even insert a to-do list for you. You have to do this. Oops, you have to do this, you have to do that, and that's all the tags that you have. And you have many more. Look at these, look at these. This is a critical note. This is music to listen to note. This is a callback note. Pretty much like we have in to do in Microsoft Outlook. It's even there. This is a phone number. I mean, we know that, but let's just see what that will look like. So I'm going to make a new note with my cell phone number. And you can WhatsApp me tomorrow on my birthday. And we're going to put that in as a phone number. There you go. So it's like a little bullet, but it's a tag. So now we're going to do last thing that I'm going to mention to you. Let's go somewhere else, and let's go and search for all our tags. Look at this. All the important stuff comes up, all the phone numbers comes up, and that's actually all that I have tagged. So if I want to make sure that I mentioned all the important stuff, I can quickly check myself there because I've already tagged that note of mine, and it's all ready for me to just use it. I think OneNote is an excellent, apart from making notes, an excellent way of preparing yourself for things to come, to search, to remind you. But guys, you can use this honestly for anything that you would like to. Let me stop sharing.